So I'm going to show you really quickly how to determine the number of valence electrons from electron configuration. So if, for example, I gave you sulfur, okay, and I asked you how many valence electrons does this have? Well, there's a really easy cheat for you that you can use, but I want to show you where it comes from. So the electron configuration of sulfur is 1s2, 2s2, and then 2p6, 3s2, and then it is 3p4. Now, to determine the number of valence electrons, I'm going to just take the outermost energy level and find out how many electrons are there, because those will be my valence electrons. The rest of them, the rest of all of these guys, are what we call core electrons. So I've got 2 valence electrons here and 4 here, which gives me a total of 6 valence electrons. Okay. Another example that's a little bit more tricky, let's say, for example, if I gave you zinc. So if I write out the electron configuration of zinc, what I get is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, and then 3d10. Now notice the outermost energy level here, you would think it would be 3, but that's not the highest principal energy level. Instead, it is 4. So zinc actually has 2 valence electrons. Okay? What if, for example, I asked you about silver, Ag? Now, silver, when I write out my electron configuration, oops, I left out 3d10, sorry about that. Okay, 5s2, and then 4d9. Now notice, if you ever have a situation in which you have something s2 and something either d9 or d4, what's going to happen is that in order for d to be stable, because here it's almost, the orbitals are almost completely full, and for 4 it's almost half filled, you're going to remove 1 electron from s and you're going to add it to d. Remove 1 electron and then add it, so this would become 5. So for example, for silver, it would be 5s1 4d10, and so the number of valence electrons for silver is 1. Okay, so now let's actually look at the cheat, because I don't actually expect you guys to do that, to write the electron configuration each time. Instead, what you're going to do is say, alright, in this group, this entire group has just 1 valence electron, this group has 2, this group has 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, and then 8. Where it gets tricky are your transition metals, like the examples that I just showed you.